Go, on the edge of a forest, lived a poor woodcutter and his two children, Hansel and Gretel. Their stepmother was cruel and selfish. They lived humbly, but had little to eat. She often quarreled with their father and complained about food. One evening, she said darkly, "Tomorrow we'll take the children into the forest and leave them there." The woodcutter was sad. Children heard every word. "What shall we do?" Gretel whispered. "Don't worry, Gretel," said Hansel. "I will find a way." That night, Hansel went outside and filled his pockets with shiny white pebbles. Early next morning, the woodcutter and his wife led them deep into the forest. Hansel cleverly dropped pebbles along the path. Meanwhile, their parents slipped away. They waited and waited, but their parents never returned. Then they followed the shining stones through the night. The woodcutter wept with joy to see his children safe. But their stepmother was very furious and shouted at them. One day, giving a small piece of bread, she said, "I can't give you more." That night, she suggested Woodcutter, "Tomorrow we'll go deeper of the forest. They must not return." But that time, the door was locked, so Hansel crumbled bread to plan a new trail. Next morning, the cruel woman led them deeper than ever before. Hansel crumbled his bread and dropped it secretly along the way. After leaving their parents, they saw birds are eating the crumbs. "Now we are truly lost," Gretel cried. For 3 days they wandered, hungry and weary, their feet bare and hearts heavy. Then, in the morning light, they saw a house made of gingerbread and sugar. They laughed and nibbled on the walls, marveling at the sweetness and wonder. "Look, Gretel," said Hansel, "it's all sugar and cake." But from that candy door, an old woman welcomed them with a smiling face. Her eyes were glittering with hunger, but she said, "No worries. I am offering you bread and milk." Then the witch locked Hansel, saying, "Be prepared, I'll eat you soon." Oh God! Gretel worked and waited while her brother sat caged in the dark. "Why are you not getting healthier?" asked Wish. Clever Hansel fooled her with bone. The witch shrieked, "Enough waiting! Tomorrow I shall eat him, fat or thin." That night Gretel was crying. Hansel murmured back, "Be brave, dear sister." "Light the oven," snarled the witch. "We'll bake bread before the feast." "I don't understand," said Gretel. "Please show me how." The greedy witch bent low to check the fire. Gretel pushed her into the flames, and the witch was dyed. They were free at last. Within the candy walls, they found chests of gold and jewels. "Let's take this, and we will no longer be poor," said Gretel. They left the wicked house behind and walked for hours, guided by sunlight and the memory of home. Beyond the hills, they saw their little village waiting under the sun. Their father saw the children he thought lost forever. He fell to his knees and gathered them close, told them their cruel stepmother had gone and would never trouble them again. "Look, father," said Hansel, "we brought treasures for you." Spring came and the forest bloomed again, no longer dark or fearful, but full of song. And so Hansel, Gretel lived together in peace ever after.